Well, hello, Transformers fans, in particular, super deformed Transformers. I was perusing one of my local used toy stores maybe 6 months ago or a year ago, and I saw someone had this in the display, but they weren't for sale. The guy loved Transformers. He had all sorts of Transformers toys, but this thing, I wanted to buy it, he wouldn't sell it to me. So I just did a Google Lens search on it because I had no idea what it was. It's not branded or anything like that. The base is, but turns out it's an Ichiban Kuji prize. So you might ask, what is Ichiban Kuji? Here it is. It's a lottery system in Japan, but for toys. You're not winning money, you're winning toys. And there's different prize levels. I think this was prize level E, which is pretty far down there. I would have to assume prize level A is the top prize, which is probably something really big and expensive. All right, so these things must have been purchased, by someone in Japan a long time ago, and they were all blind boxed. They had these two, and then they had the same molds in a metallic, like gunmetal color, but no other color. So these are the two better ones because they're full color. Let me get that screen out of here. All right, so I apologize for this temporary photo booth here. The sun is literally shining here, but then down here it's in shadow. So, anyways, let's start with the evildoer, Megatron. So, this is a PVC toy. It's definitely like a soft, rubbery thing. It's not rigid plastic, which is nice because if it fell off a bookshelf, it's not going to shatter. But yeah, the actual figure itself seems to have no indication about who made it or how old it is. I found two websites talking about these back in 2010, so it's like 14 years old now. Comes with a Decepticon base. Now this is rigid plastic, but you're not going to break that. And now it says copyright Tomy. Takara Tomy. I think Takara is the originator of Transformers, but now Hasbro, owns Transformers. But I think Takara is the one that invented it. So Takara Tomy makes a lot of toys, and it's very fitting that they make this character here. So you can see all the paint details are pretty nice. There's like recesses here painted in here and here, right, everywhere. But there's even the Decepticon logo tampo printed on there, and that's even covered up by the head. So it's quite interesting. They literally printed that on before they glued the head on. I don't think the head comes off. No, it's all glued together. So it's got this funky gun. Unfortunately, I wish this was molded better. Like this was deeper if it's a gun, right? It's very shallow. The hands look pretty neat. And then some vent details, red kneecaps, red feet. We got dark gray and light gray and black. Boy, this looks like a cockpit. So I don't know, maybe this is a version of Megatron where it's like a flying one. These are supposed to be from the animated series, which I have never seen. So I assume in the animated series, Megatron becomes a jet fighter or something. But correct me if I'm wrong. Leave a comment so you can teach me and other viewers. So there's no peg hole. They resisted the temptation to just have a peg in a hole. So it's kind of weird, You're not gonna. But I guess maybe it's because maybe some people might want to do that when they display it. Maybe. No, it doesn't really want to stand on that little edge. So I think it'd be advisable to just use some poster putty. I wouldn't glue it down, but poster putty should be fine. Alrighty, that one. And now Prime Time Optimus here. So we have the Autobots logo molded in. These are actually pretty deep, pretty nice. And then again, Tomy, made in China. Okay, so very cool. I've never seen an Optimus Prime look like this because I haven't seen the cartoon show. So that's why I fell in love with this when I saw it in that guy's display case. All right, really wide chin here and a little goatee or something like that. And I guess that must be Optimus's mouth. It actually is molded upwards a little bit. Then the eyes are like a sky blue. There's some black around there. Maybe those are nostrils, recesses of black. We got some yellow stripes going up around the head. Odd that there's no logo here. I feel like this would have been the place to put that logo, right? But they chose to have one on the shoulder. Maybe Optimus just doesn't have a logo on his head. And then obviously this just looks like a truck face. So I guess Optimus turns into a truck. I think Optimus always turns into a truck. Am I correct? Okay, clenched fists. So it looks like this is all painted red first because a little bit of the red is showing through. Whereas here it's all covered in blue. Alright, that grill is actually nicely molded. Maybe there's a paint wash or that's just a shadow, but it looks like there's black around there. Alright, there's some ankle details, some black and white, and some yellow on the top of the feet. That seems like it's molded too. Interesting. A lot of molded lines and recesses. Totally flat feet. Go around to the back. Yeah, pretty plain looking, but that's fine. I'm not really going to display it backwards. The stripes come down here. That's very plain. The little side ear antennae thing are interesting. Looks like a flathead screw is holding this in place. Some ribbing there. So it's actually cool. I like it. I definitely like it more than the Megatron. Although the Megatron's cool in the fact that it's such an action stance, you know? Whereas Optimus is just like, what? What's going on? Okay, so always nice to run into toys you've never heard about or seen before. You just gotta be patient and eventually you'll be able to track them down. So hopefully you learned a little bit of something about these toys, and we'll see you maybe in the next Transformers video. I really actively don't collect Transformers stuff, but I really like deformed things. So thanks for watching. We'll see you.